stream. I'm starting a video where I'm going to be venting about the same things, but this video is the one that's going to be going on YouTube. That's why I'm making this. Hello guys, welcome to the video. I'm on New World Atrium. I was gonna, do it inside the game, but the game decided to kick me out of the game because I was on idle for too long. Anyways, you read the title, What Happened to Truth? I just have a lot on my mind when it comes to the world and comes to YouTube, Twitch, social media in general, the presidency, the hatred that's going around, the evil that's going around, the lies that's happening. Um, it's just building up a lot in this world, and especially in this country. And it's a shame to see. It really is. People who I enjoyed watching on YouTube, who did the news and does it on. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I hate politics. I'm here for Christ. I'm here for God. That's what I believe. If Biden did something and it was on God's side, even though he didn't realize it, that's great. When Trump does something that's on God's side, that's great too. That's just how I am. That's how I am. Um, Man, it's amazing, isn't it? People preaching about being stop the hate and stop all this type of stuff for all these people, and then they go out and do riots and call it peaceful protest, and yet they're breaking things and breaking the law and hurting people and hurting cops, and it's happening all over the country. The lady governor or mayor or whoever the heck she is in Portland, that Portland was safe. Don't need the National Guard. Everything's fine. And then that same day, somebody went down, live streamed the whole riot that was happening, and it was a mess. Saved my butt. You just lied to your people. Where's the truth? What happened to the truth? What happened to humbleness? What happened to, well, maybe we do need some help because people are getting hurt. No truth in it. You get on videos and you see two sides on videos on YouTube nowadays. When it comes to gaming, at least. Um, Two sides. One is they don't care what happens to the games. They don't care how it's like. They don't care who works on them. What's involved in the games, what's inside the games they're going to play and have fun, like Coke Carnage or Delirious or Markiplier or something like that. They don't really follow this drama, politic junk, and I respect them for that. I shouldn't be doing it either, but it interests me. And then you have the other side, who is completely against any woke stuff. That if two people from this one game back in 2002 worked on this video game um, that's coming out in 2 months, they boycott the game. They're sitting here and they defend their side of people who said bad things in the past, but then they turn around and be hypocrites and mock the other people. It's amazing how that works. It's amazing how that happens. They do the same thing. They don't even realize it. They don't even realize it because their hatred for it blinds what they're looking at. People don't understand. A lot of people don't understand the meanings of a lot of words. They talk about how Microsoft lies. Let's use this example. Geeks and gamers. is the channel that I'm going to be talking about here because he's the one that I originally wanted to make the video with. I will say this: I have nothing against him. I watch his videos and I will still watch his videos. I do enjoy some of his videos. There's some of them I don't agree with. Some of them that it just seem like he's just doing it to bully, like he did with The Rock, instead of actually talking about something we're talking about. Bullying and mocking and bragging that the Rock's movie didn't do that good, saying that he's not a real actor. That's just stupid and ridiculous. Rock is a great actor, but he's on the Democrat side, so immediately The Rock can't do nothing right. But I saw a video clip today about Game Pass that he made, and he's got a picture of him with his head down, and it says Game Pass is dead, and that's what the title said too. I didn't watch the video at all. Don't care what the video talks about. It's the title that got my attention. Here's what people don't understand. You talk about Democrats lying about the truth, lying about certain situations and stuff to get away with what they did and how they did it. And then you turn around and you make a video with a title like Game Pass is dead and lie to people because Game Pass is fine. It's not dead. It's still alive. It's still, and people are going to say, dude, it's just a title. It's just this and that. Yeah, in your eyes, it is. In God's eyes, it's a lie. And a lie is a sin. Period. What's the difference between a lie and not lying? Jokes being jokey, you know, like me coming up and telling somebody, "Well, I'm Elvis Presley from Mars," joking around. I'm not serious about it. God knows where my heart is. But then you have other people that come out and say that Game Pass is dead, or Xbox is dead, or I don't know how many times I've seen like Doctor Disrespect is done, or you know what I mean, Boogie's done, it's over, stuff like that. They're just lies. They're all lying. What happened to the truth? What happened to speaking the truth? Oh yeah, it's not dramatized enough. You can't get all the clicks. Who cares? It's the truth. What's wrong with sticking to the truth? Instead of sitting here saying Game Pass is dead, what's wrong with why is Game Pass making all these mistakes? Because that's what we feel it is. We feel it's a mistake, right? They're mistaken, raising the price to $30 a month. We think that's a mistake. And we're letting them know by a lot of people canceling their Game Pass. They're letting them know. They think that's a mistake. It's not dead. It's not dead. I doubt it's even hurting. I don't think I don't know how many people have Game Pass, but I don't think it made much of a dent. People underestimate how many people are playing on Game Pass and willing to pay the $30 a month. I'm one of them. But that's for another video. But it's not that. It's amazing how the left comes up with all these videos, with all these lies. Half the time they don't even know what they're protesting about, but they're out there anyways because everybody else is doing it. They want to feel accepted. They want the camera on them. They want to be a main character, right? And then you have the people right on the right who's doing the exact same unloving thing that the left is doing, just in a different way. And they think they're being righteous. They're being moral. They're being good. Hey, look, LGBTQ people lost all their jobs. Let's mock them for it. Let's knock them down. Let's kick them while they're down. They don't deserve to work. I've heard somebody say that. Forget about learning how to do it. If you don't have the talent, you shouldn't be working. You should be fired. Let them learn how to do it. Now, I do have my limits on these things, if it's too much. Let's say Dragon Age Inquisition Crystalline, or not Inquisition, Belgard Crystalline went too far. Um, it went too far when it came to that stuff. I play video games to get away from that world, right? To get away from this world, to have fun, to take the stress off. And it's in this game. I can't escape it. They went too far. That's an example for me personally that I'm not going to play. I'm not playing that game. I tried playing it. The writing was so bad I had to stop. I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. I knew it was bad. I didn't think it was that bad. The gameplay was slow and sluggish on it, but I'm sure it picks up during the game, and I'm sure it gets much better. So, and then you have a game like Flintlock. Let's use it as an example. I played a lot of Flintlock. I never beat it. I'm going to though. I'm going back to it because it's coming back to Game Pass. That game is fun. Now, is it the best game in the world? No. No, it's not the best game in the world. But it was fun. It was a good time. And I got it on Game Pass for free. And I've been able to play it and having fun with it and stuff. And I see these videos mocking the fact that it didn't do well and this and that, and they're happy because they changed the character and Sweet Baby Ink was involved. I don't know about them, but I respect people who is open enough to allow little change, but doesn't change everything in the game to to raise up their beliefs. There was nothing in that game that was woke. Nothing. It's a good, solid action game. That's it. That's it. It's like a 6 and a 7. That's all it is. Nothing woke in it. They changed the characters. I guess the character was supposed to be white, and they changed it to black, and boom, that did it. That gives everybody the reason to boycott it and not play it, and spread lies about it, spread rumors about it, stuff like that. Same thing happened to that South game with the black lady. You know, South of Midnight. I think that's what it's called, South of Midnight. Same thing happened to that. I played the first chapter and that. I thought it was phenomenal. I really did. I loved the story in it. I loved how the story, the fantasy part in it, and I love the Southern accent and the Southern mood and stuff like that. I see nothing wrong with that. But when I played it, not one thing woke. Nothing. Nothing at all. And I don't even know what Sweet Baby was even involved. with that. But it ruined the game. It ruined everybody else's hard work because Sweet Baby was involved. So if one person goes down, everybody's got to go down. What is this? The army? I mean, uh, and that's hatred. That's just pure. Don't care. When you don't care about, if you don't sit down and think about everybody who worked on that game, on these games, you automatically assume that they're all the same, and you turn around and mock it, and it's actually making a difference. It's amazing what social media can do. They're making videos about these games, and these games are failing because of months of these videos and people listening and following them. Delusion, blind, don't have thoughts for themselves. How do I know this? Because prosperity ministry is the same way. Prosperity ministry is so big right now. They have 30, 40,000 people, stadiums full. Because the people who are following the humans, or following the people, the pastors and stuff, they're blind to the truth. They can't think for themselves. They're not willing to read the Bible and learn for themselves. Same thing with the video games. They immediately make judgment on it. They lie about it. Why not just be truthful? Why not just be truthful? What happened to truth? The drama and stuff on social media is horrible. It's a horrible thing. It could be a great thing, but just like every great thing, it gets abused. And when it gets abused, the abuse is so much bigger than people using it for the right thing. So it gets more attention. And because it gets more attention, everybody's got to be involved in the drama and in the bad stuff. And then all of a sudden, that's all you're hearing about. Like I said, this is a venting video. I'm just venting. I'm going to be keeping the Game Pass. I decided I'm going to keep it. It raises up to $30 next month on my next bill. I will be keeping it. There's games coming out that I'm just not going to be able to get in time that I want to get them. I want to play them immediately when they come out on day one. Because I have a YouTube channel I do for fun. I like to put some games on there and stuff, and my thoughts on those games. And Game Pass is getting a lot of them on day one, like Outer Worlds 2 and Ninja Gaiden 4 and not Resident Evil, Gears of War E-Day, you know? There's no way I wouldn't be able to, I can't even get Battlefield 6, let alone Ninja Gaiden 4 and Outer Worlds 2. So I'm keeping Game Pass, it's worth it for me. And I understand how people are upset and really mad about it. And I understand how a lot of people leave Game Pass. I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. $30 is a bit ridiculous. And now they're thinking about putting ads in a free version of some place that you can only play, I think, 5 hours a month or something like that. Yeah, Microsoft is a greedy corporation. Duh. I don't know why people are surprised. I don't know why they're shocked. I don't even know why they're mad. I'm just disappointed. Sony, greedy corporation. Hey, look, Nintendo. what they're doing to Pal Worlds. Greedy corporation. I mean, the love of money is the root of all types of evils. And you see it every day when it comes to the video games, when it comes to fast food, when it comes to gas. It doesn't matter. You see it every day. It's all about the money. And the money is an idol for most of them. But like I said, I'm just venting. I don't know. I'm going to step back away from watching some people like Geeks and Gamers. I'm going to not watch them as often because they lie in their titles, you know. Vera, she lies in her titles. JP, who I really like to watch, he lies in his titles. Um, it's getting older. There's no truth anymore. For the right or the left. Hard to find. Very hard to find truthful channels. Oh yeah. Some examples of truthful channels who I believe are truthful. They're as legitimate as they can be. Angry Joe is one of those people. I know he's got some beliefs that a lot of people don't agree with and decisions and stuff. I've heard about all that. But when it comes to video games, he does not back down. He doesn't sit there and kiss the creator's butt, and he doesn't sit there and make it about politics. He shoots right down the lane, right down in the middle. So does Alex, and so does Other Joe. Good channel to watch. Markiplier. Very humble man. But it's amazing that he acts more Christian than a lot of people, and he's an atheist. But he acts more Christians than a lot of Christians that I'm aware of. It's just, that's amazing. he's a really humble guy. Really cool guy. Somebody you'd want to go up and shake his hand and say, and spend the day and hang out, you know. Markiplier's cool. H2O Delirious is a video gamer. He doesn't do news or anything like that. He's just fun to watch. Markiplier is very truthful. Angry Joe's very truthful. Moist Critical, Charlie. He's another one. He's truthful. Love his videos. Love his personality. Reminds me of my brother Shane. You know, it's just he's a really cool guy. What's his name? Oh gosh, he's like one of the biggest streamers in the world. Asmongold, that's his name. Asmongold, he's very truthful, but he's flawed. There are some times that his truthfulness will come out faster than he can think. Should I say this or not? And he says it in a certain way that makes it turn out to be something he didn't mean to say or didn't mean to imply. You know, he must have ADHD or something like that. But regardless, he's truthful. He tries to be as truthful as he can. He's straightforward. A lot of people don't like what he says. That's flawed. For a lot of people, the truth hurts. But that's all I can think of. They're just not. There's not very many truthful people anymore. When it comes to online, it's all about the click views. What the title says, how the thumbnail looks. Whether it be TikTok, whether it be Instagram, amazing how people sit here and they preach love and they talk about love and acceptance and all this type of stuff, and then when it goes to something that they against what they believe, all that immediately flies out the window and they turn into a big hypocrite, which is exactly what's happening with other channels. They turn into a big hypocrite. I try to avoid that. I try to avoid being a hypocrite, but sometimes I do it. I become it. You know, I'm flawed too. I'm a human being. I become a hypocrite sometimes, and then I think about it, and Holy Spirit makes me feel like crap because it, it lets you know, hey, you messed up. You're gonna feel bad about it because you messed up, and there you go. Apologize for it, and just try to learn not to do it again. That's all you can do. Is do the best you can do. So, but I'm gonna stop this here. Um, so actually turned off. All right. Sorry for anybody who watched through this video. It's kind of boring. I didn't have nothing planned. I just wanted to vent. Um, I wanted to know, just vent about YouTube and vent about life and vent about the way the world is right now. And I'm going to be making more of these type of videos. Just talking, putting my mind out there, putting my thoughts out there. You know, um, it might be sort of like a therapy for me, like a like a public diary, because I don't have nothing to hide. I never have. My life is an open book. So, but yeah, I think I may start doing more of these type of videos, and it won't be as boring as this one, because this one was spontaneous. This one was out of the blue, and I just felt like I saw the title of what Geeks and Gamers said, and it's a lie, flat out lie. And I just wanted to make a video about it. It's amazing how that saying in Batman Dark Knight, fine, you live it, the hero lives long enough to become the villain. And that happens a lot. That happens a lot. They end up turning out to be the villain too, because of how they're handling things, because of what they're talking about, because of how they're doing it. You know, hey, this title makes more clicks. I'm gonna start doing more of these. I'm getting more views. Hey, hey, me, the way I'm acting right now, blaming everybody in the whole publisher over one person. That gets more views. That builds up the drama and the gossip. I'm gonna keep doing that. Hateful, selfish, lies. It's just all over the place. But I'm gonna let you guys go. Um, be careful out there. Be careful on YouTube. Be careful looking up to people. I've told my brother this. I've told my pastor this. I've told my friends this. Never put your faith in people. You put your faith in people, you're gonna get disappointed every time. Every time. My faith is not in anyone but God. You put faith in the newsboys, and guess what? One of them is a sex addict who goes for men and women, and all of a sudden those boys are gone. They they're everybody dropped them. One of my favorite Christian bands. When Michael Tate took over, I'm rambling again. When Michael Tate took over, um, I liked a few of their songs, but for some reason, when Michael Tate came out and said that, I'm glad he's getting help. By the way, I'm glad he came out and confessed. I'm glad he's getting help. But when he came out and said that, I wasn't really surprised because he seemed to be his fruit showed that he seemed to be that type of personality. It didn't really surprise me. He was lying and he hid it and drugs and all this kind of stuff, and they all do it, and the Christian music is being knocked down. And I finally just decided I'm going to listen to the music that I want to listen to. I know where my heart is. It's not going to change my heart with the music that I'm listening to. I'm not going to listen to anything that mocks God, obviously, because I love my father. And that's it. And to me, there's no such thing as a Christian band. No more. No such thing as Christian music. To me, it's just music being made by a Christian. Because Christian music is just a line title. As I lay dying, what happened to them? Newsboys, what happened to them? Switchfoot, what happened to them? Jars of Clay, what happened to them? It's just, yeah, we're all fallen humans here, and we're all um, prisoners of this world until Christ comes back. So, man, I'm rambling. I am rambling. So, alright, guys, I gotta go. I'm rambling tonight. I got a lot of thoughts in my mind, a lot of things I'm thinking about. So, heck, I might even make another video. I don't know yet. But guys, I'm gonna let you go. You guys have a good night, good day, good morning. And if I offend anyone out there for what I've said in this video, they're my beliefs. There's no hate behind anything I said. It's all love. There's no judging behind everything I said. There's none of that. I'm just rambling and ranting. And, yeah. That's all I'm doing. So, people are so afraid to offend anybody nowadays because there's always cancel culture. They always make it a huge, gigantic deal, Try to make a mountain out of a molehill type of thing. Nah, that's how it is nowadays. So that's how it is. It's all about self-image and views. That's all it's about nowadays. Rarely do you have anyone that comes up and actually be natural and just be the way they are, and not put up a face or anything like that. That's why out of how many YouTubers are on YouTube, and the most popular ones, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Angry Angry Joe's not one of the most popular ones, but Vanoss is, and he's still doing the same thing that he always done. And there's a lot of times he's hilarious. I like Delirious better. Sorry, Vanoss. So, but be careful out there, guys. Do not fall traps with these titles these lies that are coming around YouTube, don't fall for them. All it's going to do is stress you out. I'm going to stop watching a few channels that I usually watch just because of that. They're doing a lot of those type of light titles and no truth in it at all. And then you get in the video and it's almost completely opposite of what the title says. You know, you can't trust anything that the title says because they just want the clicks. So, yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't want to, you know, make a big huge deal about it, but I won't be clicking on those videos hardly anymore. Depends on the subject whether I click on them or not, but they need to stop. Those titles need to stop. Those thumbnails need to stop. You know, it's just stupid. It's just flat out stupid. And I know they're doing it for the views. I know they're doing it for the clicks. I know they're doing it for the money. But that's the problem. That's exactly the problem. They're doing it for the views. They're doing it for the click. They're doing it for the money. Even if the things they say is truthful, which, you know, a lot of times they are. Most of the times they are, I would say. They still have that selfishness to lie in the title in order to get that done. Makes them just as bad as the other people. Period. It's just flat out sin. So, but thanks for if you guys watch through this. I'm gonna be stunned. I did not hardly making any sense. I'm just rambling along, like just venting. That's all I'm doing, venting. So, but you guys have a good night, morning, afternoon. I will talk to you. I'll see you in the next video. So, hey, if you got any questions and stuff, put it in the comments and I'll answer it to the best of my abilities too. So, yeah, I want to keep going, but this video is long enough. I got a lot to talk about. I think I'm gonna start making some of these videos again. I used to do nothing but these videos, but alright guys, have a good night. Later, God bless.